here is a recap for class for Friday, February 12th. The first thing we did was simply correct exercise 11.4 in our flipped homework notebooks. So here are the answers. And just pause this video and make sure the answers in your notebook match what's here. Just as a quick reminder, in addition to an English translation, I asked you to underline any translation of a dative that is out of the ordinary, which is to say not translated as to or for. Because as from what we learned in the beginning of the chapter, we would have said Grechis is translated as to the Greeks or for the Greeks, but some verbs we're not going to translate literally as offers resistance to the Greeks, but rather resists the Greeks, orders them, not orders to them, etc. Okay? So that's the first thing. Second thing is, again, in your flipped homework notebook, I asked you to do 11.5 very carefully. But I wanted you to look at my suggestions and help. Here they are. Please, if you don't have them, pause this video. Make sure that you've at least looked at all of my suggestions. The things in red here are where I changed the English a little bit to help you. So, for instance, the textbook says Orazia meets her mother in the road. I say runs into, just so you see that it's occurrit and it takes a dative case. Okay? Occurrit matri. Same thing here, they run into. Run to offer help, that should be, and number 2, that should be succorrere. Just make sure you get the ending of the verb right. It should be the command form, right? You'll see it when you get there. Come and offer help. Anyway, pause this and try your best. If you have questions, you can email me. Okay, and then last but not least, we finished reading together aloud Aeneas Tells of the Fall of Troy. And we also translated it carefully together. Therefore, here is the English translation for the rest. Pause this video. Make sure this matches what is in your translation notebook. Again, if you have any mistakes or corrections, please cross out, do not erase. So pause, make sure that this matches. Of course, don't worry about word order, certain word choices, may be correct even though it's different from what's here, but any actual errors or mistakes, cross them out. Okay, so pause this and correct. And last but not least, for next class, I asked you to practice reading aloud that passage that we were just looking at, Aeneas Tells of the Fall of Troy. Read it aloud, and there is a video of me reading it. Hold on a second. And here is the URL for, or that's the tiny URL, which will take you to a YouTube video of me reading it. And again, that's for a grade. There's a rubric online on Parent Resources that explains how you be graded. It needs to be read with the correct stress. There should be observable familiarity, that you understand what you're reading, that you practiced it. The consonants and vowels must be read correctly, etc. But anyway, you can practice from the video. That's the major homework for next class. Then, in addition, you may want to start thinking about the big Chapter 11 quiz that's on Friday, and for that you should review the Latin text from Chapter 11, all the Latin text, the cartoon captions, the passages. You should review all the exercises, because I believe we've done all of them from Chapter 11, and of course the vocabulary for Chapter 11. Speaking of vocabulary, if you are having any problem with vocabulary, please try memorize If you look around, you'll find Oxford Latin course, and um, it, if you're having problems with vocab, it will help you. Okay, that's it.